Well, the Giants began play all the way back in 1925. And almost 100 years later, this venue was built to house their next era. MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, an exciting battle in the NFC between the San Francisco 49ers and the New York Giants. Ryan Fitzgerald all set to get this one started. And away we go from East Rutherford. This return starts at the 5. Making some progress here. And that'll put them up across the 35-yard line as they begin the series. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Purdy throwing here to start. On target to his back. Here's Christian McCaffrey. He won't find much there as it reaches the 41. Brought down by Paulson Adebo.
I don't know why every once in a while I get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. He dropped this down to McCaffrey underneath. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve. Some call it automatic. But it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
First down throw by Purdy. Finds his fullback. And they'll get him down after he gets him to the 48.
You know, kid, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. To the air again. Purdy. Nothing doing after the catch, but a good gain on it. They're down to the 35. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it can largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door, bigger gap in the future.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. They stick with McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped about a half second before he can pick up the first, all down to the 26.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, really break the backs of the defense.
Seventh play of the drive now as they need a yard here on 3rd down. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Back to one of his favorite targets this drive, but incomplete. And that's going to bring up 4th down. Well, he's been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
Now, I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right? And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
Purdy trying on 4th down. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on 4th, and it's going to go over on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything. And boy, did they ever attack it.
The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Panther 60, Panther 60. Chap 60.
Darts coming out throwing. Caught by Theo Johnson. He is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. They get 35 out of that play. And it's good for a New York 1st down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Going on 1st down. It starts. And it falls incomplete. Went for the deep ball there, but just couldn't connect. All right, partner testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Pretty a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. And this drives him back out of field goal range, Brock, as he stops for loss of yardage. Looking quickly here. 3rd down now. Here's Darts. Forced out to his right. Moving right. Airs it out down the sideline. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown.
It's an old adage, but it's a true adage. Speed kills. And gosh, I love that, Kate. Right from the jump, you don't wait to get your playmaker started. Get him the ball early. Put a fear of God into this defense.
Fitzgerald up and good on the PAT. And the Giants will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Fields this one at the 3. And not a bad place for them to start, up past the 30-yard line. New set of downs for him from the 31. On the ground to begin the drive with McHenry. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. C.J. Gardner-Johnson there on the tackle.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Pass run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Motion man is the tight end. He's going left. Here's Purdy to throw. His way through a tackle. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he could move those chains.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Purdy on 3rd and 1. This time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. They won't snap any time. That is going to be the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They're looking at a punt, though, facing fourth down. He bunted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
New York to the line. First and 10. They'll begin with a run by Mixon. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. And it's not just in quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who've got to have short memories. You tell me this too. Defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Dart from the pistol. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the one he was throwing for. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Completed to his running back. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Put the ball in your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that cap secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield. Turn a good play into a great play. I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB is going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
Blitz coming. Here's Dart. Good play on the football defensively. He knocks it away, and that's going to bring up 3rd down.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. That's caught for the first. Has room down the left sideline. He does it. Touchdown, New York. The Giants take a 13-0 lead. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown.
I think he'll take his highlights however he can get them on a handoff, pin-off, pass. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is he gets the ball, he gets the touch, and he can do his damage big time.
That one splits the uprights. And the Giants double their lead to 14. Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Returnable from the 1. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. To the line. 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. From the gun is Purdy. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Finds his back complete. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
And the 49er first down. A gain of 13 yards. First down, San Francisco.
Purdy to throw it. This one's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for 2nd down.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Again, it's Brock Purdy. Has him on the quick hitter. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. On 1st and 10, it's McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
It'll be 2nd and 7 on the other side. We've reached our 2-minute warning. Stick around. More from MetLife Stadium on the other side. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Now it's Purdy. Pass taken in by the rookie at Ole Miss. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Purdy on 1st down. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing to double coverage, odds are against you.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10. Play action now. Purdy. And he will score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers make it a one-score game before halftime.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Eddie Pinheiro on now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the 49ers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
49ers 7.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Tyrone Tracy now to return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Tracy on the return. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 21. 14-yard line.
Giants lining things up. 1st and 10.
Dragon 60. Let's go now.
Running quick there, and they bring him to the turf. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Loss of 5 brings up 2nd and 15 at the 17-yard line.
After the sack could really use a big play here on 2nd down. It's 2nd and 15. From the gun, here's Darts. He put everything he had into this one. That's complete inside the 35. He will go. Touchdown, New York. The Giants grow their lead just before halftime.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants double their lead to 14. Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Fielded just shy of the end zone. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line.
Get set, get set. 18.
First and 10 now. Here's Purdy. Hits his running back. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 2nd and 3 now. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Flushed out of the pocket. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. That's 16 on the pickup. And that gives the 49ers the first.
That's such a good example, Kate. You don't have to be an elite runner to be a good thrower of the football on the run. The same fundamentals, the attention to detail to be a good pocket passer, they show up on the run as well. That's an excellent job getting the completion.
First down, Purdy to throw. That's caught in stride by McCaffrey. And he has this down to the 34. San Francisco calls it second timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34.
Go ahead. 18. Watch out.
To the air again. Purdy. Into the hands of Jordan Watkins. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. The 49ers will call their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Get set. 18. Watch out.
To throw again, it's Purdy. That's going to be caught by his back, McCaffrey. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 10 yards. That's a 9.
So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Bears have it on the tee as they kick it away here. Calvin Austin on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
On the return, the Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. Darts out of the shotgun. Short pass brought in. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Giants are going to have the 1st down. What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Going on 1st down. It's Darts. And off here to Mixon. And no gain after the catch, but the gain's still out across midfield. They're to the 45. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
19, 70, Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Hurt. Warrior 7, Buffalo 18.
Dark from the pistol. Escapes the pocket. Got a man downfield. This is Neighbors. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They're going to run here. It's Mixon. And he will take it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants grow the lead coming out at halftime. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there. Not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do, and it created, Kate, the slightest of hesitations for the defense. And that slightest opportunity is all he needed to hit the end zone.
Going after is good by Fitzgerald. And the Giants stretch their lead to 21. Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Return starts from the goal line. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. Running between the tackles. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play sat down behind the line. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
You know, 3 yards the wrong way to start this drive out. Here's 2nd and 13.
Get set.
They've got a man in motion. Purdy throwing here. On the move, headed right. And for one of the few times this game, Brock, the target his way does not connect. It's incomplete. And they've got to figure things out on 3rd down.
I'm not going to be surprised at all, Kate, if we see more of this. Just trying to find some answer, extend plays, be creative, try different things, because nothing really consistently has gone well for him today.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Finds him over the middle. And that nice catch not going to translate into a new set of downs just yet. The stop is made in time to make it 4th and short.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
All right, looks like this is the moment. They're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on 4th. You're going to go. It's Purdy. Buys time, rolling right. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
On 1st and 10, here starts. Blitz is there, and he goes down. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
17.
No one picks him up, and he reminded everyone in the building why that's a major mistake. The linebacker's athleticism on full display. A sack in under 2 seconds? That's a select group of players on the planet who could pull that off.
Darts back to throw. Austin's there to haul it in. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
18, right here. Go street. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 19 Lions. 70 rings, 70 rings. Mustang 19.
3rd and long for him here. Skips it short of his man. That brings up 4th down.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
A 47-yard attempt.
Fitzgerald sends this through. And the advantage now sits at 24.
Makes the score.
A defensive kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Returnable from the 2. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
First and 10. 26-yard line.
To the line. 1st and 10. On the ground, McCaffrey. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Watkins, the motion man here. From the gun is Purdy. Throwing into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Tremaine Edmunds has it. And the Giants are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
I know he started to play as a defender. Gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running the back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles and he chewed up yardage in the open space. Well, make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
And they sends it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Keeping it with Mixon. And this is going to be a New York touchdown. The Giants take in the lead at the end of the 3rd. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown.
We've seen all game long how difficult it has been for this defense to try to contain this guy. Not only through the air, now 2 touchdowns on the ground. It's just been a difference maker.
This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Giants continue piling onto this lead.
Fitzgerald set to kick off.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. He's going to field this at the 2. And he's out a little short of the 30.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Completed over the middle. And he'll cover up as they touch him down a few yards short of the first. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's 49ers football as we near the end of what has been a largely one-sided game they'd like to forget. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
Get set.
Working out of the gun. It's Purdy. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Here he is on 3rd and short. Chased out to his right. That is incomplete. He keeps feeding it to his back, but this one a rare miss. That's going to bring up 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Now can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down.
Watch out!
They send the tight end in motion. Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
70 Lions! Let's go,
First and 10, around to Nixon. There he goes again! Their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down to that 17-yard line. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And it's good for a New York first down.
Well, more often than not, it's a passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offensive confidence.
And they take this in for the score. The Giants continue adding to an insurmountable lead. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown, his 3rd of the game on the ground. And he has made this a habit this season. That's his 10th rushing touchdown so far. This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants grow their lead yet again.
49ers 7. Ryan Fitzgerald set to kick off.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Returnable from the 2. Ooh, a poor effort there. He only gets it to the 15 before he's taken down.
First and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. Purdy to throw it. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. He's looking for Jordan Watkins that time. So it's 2nd down coming up. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. Drop this down to McCaffrey underneath. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be 4th down. Desperation time here. He completes it in traffic. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Come through with 6, and they're rewarded for going for it on 4th down.
As a quarterback, you just know in that situation, when you go for it on 4th down, it may mean sometimes thrown into double coverage. But if you're going to go for it, at least give your guy a shot to make a play. And against really long odds, he came up with a big-time catch.
Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it sets up 2nd down. Sticking to the air here. It's Purdy. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left facing 3rd and long. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one, where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, Purdy escapes the pocket. Now we'll try a deep shot down the left. That's caught at the 25. And this will reach the opposing 25-yard line.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw. When you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Purdy on the play action. He rolls to his right. He brings it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers putting up points in a game decided. George Kittle, the touchdown. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all, at this point, expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
Pinheiro good on the extra point. And the 49ers take 7 points off the deficit.
49ers 14.
The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. Here's Tracy on the return.
Tyrone Tracy on the return. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. Wanting to start the drive with Mixon. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
It's Mixon on 2nd down. Just before he reaches the marker, he's hit and stopped. They got him at the 29.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Third down, 1 yard to go. Quick one to the outside by Dart. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Giants ready to pick up their 8th win of the season. First and 10 now from the 46. They're going to pass it here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt to pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Taking a chance to the end zone. And they're not stopping the destruction, partner. That is caught. Touchdown. The Giants throw 6 more on the blowout. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Starting from the 5. It's away from 1. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. '49ers to the line. First and 10. Play action now with Purdy. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Back to the air on second. Purdy forced that to his right. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And this defense is going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on third down.
Hey, I don't know if I've ever told you, but my dad was a driver's ed teacher. And I could just hear him right now say, son, take this out of reverse and put it in drive, because this one's going nowhere right now. A drastic change on this play needed, maybe a whole lot of luck.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Darnell Savage with the pick.
Purdy's pass. Intercepted. The Giants take over first and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Here's a design run. Lining up to take a knee on second down.
Hawk 70.
They're drawing up for him. So here at MetLife, it's the G-Men who come away with the win. Well, quite the streak of wins that they have ripped off as of late, Brock, and that continues this week.
Is my math right? Is that 5?